Hello, children. I think this might be the last one, depending on how long this goes. Hi, Aaron. I'm on the fence with three colleges I applied to this fall. I also want to move out where I currently live. For the time being, I got committed to CSULA's accounting program in California. The other two colleges are UC Riverside and UC Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara, that's pretty far away. I got accepted UC Riverside. I'm waitlisted on UC Santa Barbara. I looked at WSU online, but if I learned anything from quarantine is that I miss face-to-face interaction with professors and college colleagues. So on school isn't over. Okay, well, if I'm paying a lot of money, have fun making your life more difficult. Financially speaking, I'll have 2 years of financial aid, enough to cover me for 4 semesters, enough to complete my bachelor's degree in accounting if I study for it full time. Basically, debt free those 2 years. Oh, all right. Well, if you got the money for it, cool. I have to say, last time I was a full time student, I got mediocre grades because I'm a lazy F. No, you didn't add that. I added that. Now that I'm half time and getting A's, it's a slow process, but I earn good grades. I'm thinking about doing part time at my new school to have a good work study balance. I've saved $5,000 up. CSULA sounds the most reasonable, logical choice. It's a little further from my work area. If I were to move to Los Angeles. Just say Los Angeles. My commute time would be 35 minutes instead of 15 where I currently live to work. Okay, I can make a little over $2,000 a month delivering food for just 3 hours a day at night. 6 days a week. If I go elsewhere, those earnings and work times will not be possible. I will earn less and probably work more. Okay, well, it's worth the commute. That's not a bad commute, especially in LA. Thinking in the future, once I graduate from school, I will not have enough credits to complete 150 credits for the CPA exam requirement. I have 30 credits remaining if I graduate in 2 years full time. I heard I can make this up in community college. This is probably a counselor question. If you want, I didn't charge you for this because I wasn't going to do it. But I can look things up on the internet for you for $100 an hour. Yeah, I don't know what the California sitting requirements are or what in their labyrinth of college credit transfer flies over there at the CU system. However, I do not plan on studying for the CPA right after college. I see myself pursuing a CPA 10 years later when I have public accounting experience and gray hair. No. What you're going to do is you're going to get a job with your degree in accounting. It will be a relatively low rank job, but it'll be a job. And then you will go to school part-time online or wherever, maybe it's cheap at California Community College. Maybe it's convenient for you to do so. Get your master's credits to sit for the CPA, and you'll get your CPA as soon as you possibly can. You are not kicking that 10 years down the road and wasting a decade of essentially doubling or tripling your hourly wage. Going back to the school dilemma, and my semesters not covered tuition for schools are as follows. CSU LA, Los Angeles, 3,500. CSU Riverside, 5,500. CSU Santa Barbara, 63. LA. It's a fraction of the cost of the others. It's near your work, and it's not a big-ass commute. There you go. CSULA's accounting program is okay and has low recruitment by accounting firms, so the job prospects aren't good. UC Riverside has a good accounting program with mid-tier firms recruiting. UC Santa Barbara, on the other hand, has one of the best accounting programs in CA and has high recruitment. I'm wondering if Santa Barbara has an online college course or online college program for accounting. But like I said, I am listed for that school if we have a final decision. On that same day, I have to submit an intent to register UC Riverside. If I choose that school, basically I have to decide if I want to change my school on July 1st. I understand going to a cheap school is better and wiser, but how do I weigh among other jobs? Look, I'm going to tell you this. Unless it's Wharton or University of Chicago or Harvard, it really doesn't matter which variation of the University of California you go to. All right. You do not have the luxury or the time to be hauling your ass out to Santa Barbara. God almighty, I can't imagine what rents are like out there. I was there 20 years ago, and they're all a bunch of pompous assholes. No, dude, you're going to go to UC, but you don't have to go to CSU LA, get your degree in accounting, sit for the master's courses. If you want, take them online through Santa Barbara. Make sure you get straight A's in your undergrad, right? And your job is to get that CPA as quickly as possible. This lackadaisical bullshit, you just, well, I'll wait 10 years to get my CPA. No, I'll wait 10 years to go to the gym. Then I'll get the girls. No, you go now, motherfucker. You go now. And then once you get the CPA, it doesn't matter where your undergrad is. You're done. You've made it. So you can have that in 3 years, or you can have that in 10 years. You could be done with this hellish, well, it's not that bad of a life you're living. You can be done with this relatively poor life in 3 years, or you can be done with it in 10 years. Up to you. And you do not have the time to be commuting to Santa Barbara. I don't know where Riverside is. Wait, Riverside? That's way down south by San Diego. No, man. No. Go, God almighty. Taxpayer blows so much money at you kids that it's $3,500 a year. Go there. Another thing I want to talk about, I have a strong desire to get my own place when school starts this fall. Well, I got a strong desire to have sex with Jennifer Aniston. Guess what? Some things aren't going to happen. I may or may not attend school in person for either school. If I do end up having to go to class in person, I want to get my own apartment or at least a studio. I currently live with 6 roommates and learned I cannot be around people when I have to study. That's true. People are a distraction, and I cannot for the life of me focus on one thing when they are around. I have to wait until my roommate leaves the room and get started in schoolwork. I like, man, these liberal, socialist, leftist, Democrat places are all just so amazing. They're just wonderful cultures with wonderful living conditions. Forget those boring Republican suburbs where everyone has a house or at least their own 1 bedroom. We know better. I'm not slamming on you, of course. I'm just amazed at shitty cultures and societies and how poor people are. Like the whole point is to raise people out of poverty. Not necessarily Democrats to allow people to vote, but with the Democrat Party today, like your intention is to get them out of poverty. It's like you just fuck up their lives. I learned I cannot be around. I can play video games and watch TV and P should I move out. Yeah, you're gonna have to. And if you can move back home, if you're home, like your parents aren't psycho, and they don't have like 5 of your siblings living at home all screaming with their siblings screaming. Ask Swaloo. Poor kid. But yeah, I find a studio apartment if you can. Take the money you'd save from going to LA and go find yourself a small studio apartment or even just a room. I remember I rented a place. It was just a room, $175 a month. That was great. And it was, yeah, there was a lot of guys. There was a lot of grad students. So it was really quiet. But I had my own room. And that or you got to go to the library or someplace. Go to the library where in Democrat cities, the homeless and the street shitters live. You can't escape their stupidity. So I would say it's worth the money. And look, man, do you want to stretch it out over 10 years of pain, or you just want to take a big old lump of pain in 3 years, get your CPA, and be done with this forever? And then you're not worried about, do I afford California? It's like, no, I work on the internet, motherfuckers, with my own little tax service. And I live in wherever, Biloxi, Mississippi, and the rent's real cheap here, and I like hunting alligators. Not that you pick up that hobby, but that's what I do. If I choose LA, I think I can rent alone since I'm already paying $800 a month where I live. Rent a studio would be $1,400. A single bedroom is about $1,700 around all the schools mentioned. You only need a studio. You don't need a 1 bedroom. I was thinking I should take out student loans, say $5,000 a year to cover my rent. My car breaks down if I get fired from my job. Room without parents is not an option. Please let me know. Yeah, one mistake I made is I should have gone into debt a little bit so I could have eaten. But I didn't have me. I didn't have 46-year-old me around to tell 19-year-old me what to do. Yeah, $5,000 a year is going to kill. Shoot, a lot of gals going to credit card debt and that amount in 3 months. Women spend that amount of money on handbags. One handbag. One handbag. So yeah, I think that's the deal. All right. That's it. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.